Duncan Gem we on 7 and is worldwide. Fit FM ja.com. Our mission is to amplify diverse voices and opinions, inform, educate, entertain, and engage listeners of all ages and lifestyle while promoting responsible community development. Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Cultural Mix, an exciting radio show identifying and showcasing cultural diversity across the world through music, interviews, and lively discussions. Join Bev Moonchild on Fit FM 96.7, Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. Cultural Mix, everything cultural. Tune in. Fit FM 96.7, your life, your music.
You've got to give, yes, I'm standing 10 feet tall. Never let the system get you down. No way, no way. Never let it make you wear a frown. Well, you are only.
Know your roots, know your culture. You're in tune to Cultural Mix with Bev Moonchild and Fit FM 96.7. Fridays 6 to 8 p.m. I'm Mara Set.
10 feet tall, I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 above them all. Well, things may not be like you want them to be, yes, so be wise, you got to try carefully. Well, there may be obstacles in your way. Just remember, Rome wasn't built in one day. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 above them all. You keep your sanity, yes, facing all kind of constraints every day. In this life, you use your got to pay. Yes, I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 tall, standing 10 above them all. Well, things may not be like you want them to be, yes, so be wise, you got to try carefully. Well, there may be obstacles in your way. Remember, I wasn't built in one day. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 above them all. Living in this world of inequality, just make sure you keep your sanity. Yes, it's in all kinds
Cultural
Vibrate every day.
Every Friday
In this life,
afternoon,
the
6 to
dues
7
have got
p.m.
to
with Bev
pay.
Moonshine.
I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall. Well, I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 among them all. I'm standing 10 feet tall. I'm standing 10. I'm standing 10 feet tall. Standing 10 feet tall. So your best shot, you've got to give. Yes, I'm standing 10 feet tall. Standing 10 feet tall. Standing 10 feet tall. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 tall.
Very low, it's very low.
Got to try carefully. Well, there be obstacles in your way. Just remember, Rome wasn't built in one day. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing
10 feet tall. I'm standing 10 feet tall, standing 10 feet tall, standing 10. May I go on a show for the new year? But you know, when it reaches a high part, I can't manage a high part at all. We are standing 10 feet tall. Welcome, everyone. Welcome one, welcome all, wherever you're joining from. And I see my friend Chuko on already. Thank you much, my dear, for joining us. It is Cultural Mix. It is Friday. It is February 17. We are in the studio of Fit FM 96.7. Your life, your music. I am Bev Moonchild, your host for this evening. We have Charlotte that we're going to talk to. She has a book called Chosen, right? Or I Was Chosen, or Chosen is the name of the book. And she believes that she really was chosen for the journey that she has embarked on. Struggles, of course, and she has survived the many trials and the many tribulations. So we are in Cultural Mix, and we are here for an hour. So, you know, we have to just go right into the discussion with Charlotte. But I want to welcome everyone. We say Akwaba, wherever you are, whether you are on the island of Jamaica, or you're in the Caribbean, or you're in North America, you're in Africa, you're in Asia, you're in Europe, anywhere you are, you're in Pakistan, you're in South America, wherever you are, Beijing, no matter where you're there. Because we get a lot of people who join us on the web. Finland too? You hear that? So we have people joining us all over on fitfmja.com, and we say thank you so much for joining us. And for those of you who want to join us on Facebook, we say welcome. Welcome one, welcome all. What a week it has been. Whole lot of things happening. Personally, I tell you folks, I just shared something on my Facebook page earlier. That was, trust me, all know we can't talk about that, you know, but it has been something that has opened my eyes, even with this insurance now. And quickly, coming from Kingston the other night, on reaching St. Anne's Bay at the hospital right there at the boat, me only hear boof, 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 Miss Julia. No, a horse just come out in the middle of the night. This is almost 12 o'clock, you know. The horse just come out in the road. And the whole of the windshield mash up, the headlamp gone, the side mirror gone, and horse gone. Gone boat in business. Me I said to myself, say, I wonder if I want dopey horse, because you just never see him after that. All him here and something catch up into the the impression on vehicle. No, me say, okay, well, if we're going to fix that, start that up with the windshield, we can get a windshield replacement. Only for here today. So because there are other damages suffered to the vehicle, we now get the windshield replacement. Mr. Miss, I am not claiming any other damage. All me I claim are the windshield replacement. Well, no, ma'am, that's a policy, that's a windshield policy. You can't get the windshield replacement if the vehicle had other damages in the accident. So we have to just see that as our own accident and go sort out our own business yourself. You ever see anything go so? Albeit third party that no say. May I wonder what it would be if it was comprehensively insured. But listen, it's earth runnings. And we'll go through. This is just one of the things them just open up your eyes. I'm start look again with my two eye closed up on insurance company. Because I always have one eye closed and one eye open when it come on to insurance company. And two eye are now are closed down according to them. But it's earth runnings and we are here. We must go through life. We can't give in. You know, we have to win in all of the battles and in all of the fight. Nobody will conquer us and nothing will trample over us. So that is my little rant, right? So Charlotte, how are you? Yes, let's put back Charlotte. We go through now with our discussion with Charlotte. Charlotte, how are you over there in the US of A? Well, Charlotte, are you hearing Charlotte? Because we're not hearing you on this side at all. Charlotte? Yes, man, I'm hearing a little sound. How are you?
Are you hearing me? Good evening.
Yes, man, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Evening
Yes,
to
how are you, dear?
Jamaica. I'm good.
Yes,
I'm good.
and we're saying good evening to you. Happy that you are able to join us, Charlotte.
Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, you sound like yes. The people who know you in Trelawney, what they know you as?
They know me as Nadine or Nads.
Nadine or Nads.
Yes.
And
yes,
which area
yes.
in Trelawney
Over
are you
there.
from, Nads?
Over there in Bunkers Hill. Bunkers Hill. Big up Bunkers Hill.
Bunkers Hill, Trelawney. So all the people from Bunkers
Yep.
Hill, we want you to log on this evening. If anybody is listening and you are from Bunkers Hill, just share the program. And those of you who have joined us already, we ask that you share the program as we talk with Nadine, Nads, Charlotte Billings, and she really talks about her journey and the book that she has written called Chosen. So happy that you said yes to my invitation, Charlotte, and we're going to go right into the discussion. The book is called Chosen.
Yes,
Why
sir.
you call it Chosen? Why that name?
Okay. After I wrote the book, originally, the original name I had for the book was Charlotte's Journey. But after rereading the book, and going through my life, take the time to reflect on all that has happened in my life, then I realized that the correct title for the book should have been I Was Chosen. And because of all the things that I've went through, because of the journey that I've traveled, and when one read the book, they will understand and know why it is so.
Mm-hmm. I would want for you to share a little of what the journey would have involved, because in my sharing on Facebook and other parts of the of the media, social media, I mentioned a little that you would have struggled through molestation, you would have struggled through poverty, you would have struggled through psychological abuse, mental abuse. You would have gone through some of those stuff. And I would want for you as best as you can.
Okay,
tell us some of the things that you would have gone through.
Well, I was a giveaway child. And so I've been given away since I was 5 years old, to different homes. Hello? Come on now.
Yes, man, I'm here. Just keep talking. We are hearing you. We are hearing you.
Yes.
We are hearing you.
Yes, to different homes, different family. And, the things that I've gone through, it was a lot of trials, a lot of tribulation. Yeah, I've been molested at the age of 14, 15, 16 by close family, stepfather. Yeah. So I've gone through a lot, and You know, it continues like throughout, you know, my younger years, going through my 20s, my 30s, you know, it you know, it affected my life somewhat, dealing with men and stuff. And I figured that, you know, if someone needs to hear my story, my journey, because a friend of mine the other day, she asked, you know, is it guilty? People feels guilty why they want to tell their story. And I said to her, I don't feel guilty. It's not out of guilt that I want to tell my story. I want to tell my story because so other can learn, you know. And the thing is, sister, one is on the outside looking in, and people feel that a lot of people who know me, they feel that I'm okay. They think that okay, she have it all, you know, because honestly, I used to have kind of, you know, live a kind of nice little life, and people think that oh, she's okay, she's all right, but they don't know the struggles, you know, they don't know all the things that happen behind the scenes, you know, they just see the front word appearance, you know, the smile on your face each day and stuff. So I tell the story that, you know, you over there and you're looking in and you think it's okay. It is really not, you know, and people do go through these things, and you know, one can say, oh, I didn't know Nadine go through that. Oh my God, she went through that, you know, these sort of thing. And so I think it's the right thing to do so people can know and the facts of life. Yeah.
Yes. So you would have gone through all of that, Charlotte, and people wouldn't know because you wouldn't have shared it. You wouldn't have shared all of this with a lot of people.
Exactly. So people think it was all good. For example, at one point in my life, I was living really, really good because I had a very wealthy man. And when I left that man, a lot of people thought that a lot of people were saying, you know, I was stupid, you know, I didn't have any sense, and you know, I can't believe she did that because they saw the green grass, you know, they over there and looking, you know, and they didn't know what was happening, you know, and they can't know because if I don't share it, then they can't know, you know. So I just want to say, you know, it's not everything that glitters is gold, you know. When you see the green grass underneath that grass, there is dry, you know, it's dried under there sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my
Mm-hmm.
take. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of females, a lot of women, Charlotte, I know can identify with what you have said.
Mm-hmm. That is right. That is right.
The glamour life, they don't show what is really happening as you put it on the grass. Under the green grass is really dry grass underneath it, because you would have been suffering pain, you would have been suffering psychologically, you would have been suffering mentally, but you're not telling nobody you are taking a look of suffering and have one.
And it's not only dry grass underneath it, you know, you have scorpions underneath it, you have all kind of ants underneath it, all kind of scorpions underneath there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So until you weed away that top green part of it, then you see that, you know, really it's what it is.
What made you think, Charlotte, that no, you need to talk about? What made you think, say, boy, I'm not going to keep this to myself any longer. I have suffered as a little girl. I have suffered as a teenager. I have suffered as a young woman. Right now, it's time for me to talk. What brought you to the point of wanting to share the story?
Well, the truth is, sister, I've been blessed with this talent as a writer because I've done poems and stuff. So I've been blessed with the talent to write, and I've been doing so for quite a while now. So I would write, you know, poems. I would write skits. I would write plays, and we would act them over there in Bunkers Hill at Christmas time, Mother's Day. We would be acting a play and stuff, and so when it led on my heart to share my story, to write my book, share my story, and let me put it out there for people who is watching and doesn't know, an autobiography is the story, the true story of a person, because a lot of people doesn't know what is an autobiography, you know. It's the true story of a person, right? It's not some fairy tale or stuff like that. Right. So yeah, living in Bunkers Hill, coming from Bunkers Hill, living in Bunkers Hill, and the young people, the things that I see happening around me, not only in Bunkers Hill, like everywhere now, but Bunkers Hill was one of the main places, and it breaks my heart so much. It breaks my heart to know that, all these things are still going on, and I can be a part of improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I said, I'm going to tell my story, and regardless of what it is, I'm going to tell it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Only to find out what you're going through, to learn from so people can
You break out. I didn't hear that.
learn of. Yes, we snow. But we are going on. We are here. It's cultural mix and some on the internet. Maybe I don't know, or it seems to be happening now. But if for any reason you're not able to hear us, you can still go to
I'm
Fit
hearing
FM.
now. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
You're hearing?
Okay.
Yes. So I'm saying, Charlotte, you want to share this with people because there are things that people can learn from your story, from your journey. People can learn some of the mistakes or some of the things that would have happened to you. Someone reading your book can learn from it and don't fall into that trap.
That's right. That's right.
I asked you earlier what it is that made you come out at this time or decide that you are going to write a book and you're going to put your story in it for real. So it's not a made up story, it is your life that you're putting on display. Are you prepared for, sometimes people read some things about you and they become judgmental?
Yes, all the critics. I am prepared. I am prepared. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, because even without the book, I've gone through it, sister. Even without the book, people judge me and think I'm someone else, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 I was talking to you yesterday and you said you really want to help even the very community that you're from. You're so passionate about these things that you really want to offer, not just to write your book and for people to read, but for you to find a tangible way in which you can assist your community and other communities, but your community more so. Talk to me about wanting to help. So passionate about young girls and what they do, young people in general. Talk to me about the passion that you have.
Okay, well, as I told you, I was in Bunkers Hill for 10 years. I had a restaurant there, and so I see everything that goes on. I see how the young people is over there, and it pains my heart. They don't go to school. The majority of them doesn't go to school. They finish school. Whoever finished school, the high school, maybe primary school, they don't continue further their education. Then it's it's a lot of pain. It's a lot of pain. And honestly, when I'm in Bunkers Hill and I looked over there, there's hardly any role model that was there while I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And it just breaks my heart. And while I was there, I tried to do stuff with them. I tried, as I said, I would have Christmas concert, wrote plays, have them on the stage, acting, trying, someone wants to go to school. I see them not going to school. I would say, what happened? Why are you not going to school? I would offer, uniforms, lunch money for school, whatever it is I could do. I tried to do because I knew where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that, I wanted help. When I wanted help, and there was no one to help me, I knew how I felt, and so I tried to reach out as much as I could to young people, but I realized most of them does not want the help, and that kind of bothers me. So I'm trying to figure out how can I go back in at some point and what can I do for them, in there, you know, because
Mhm.
Bunkersville, I must say, Bunkersville have a lot of talent, a lot of talented young people is in Bunkersville, and they just want to, I think, I don't know, but they, yeah, they want a little push. They want some push. They want some, they want some
Somebody to help them.
energy, you know,
Yes.
some
Somebody to
positiveness.
show
Yes,
some kind of
yes,
interest in them
yes,
and help them
yes,
to understand that
yes,
there is further to go in life.
yes, ma'am. Yes, 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 yes,
I remember you,
yes,
Charlotte, from about 3 years ago. I had a birth date initiative, and the young lady said she wanted to go into cooking. And I remember you messaged me and say, Miss Bev, I left some pots in Jamaica and some pans because I had a restaurant. So she can go there, and
yes,
if there are pots and pans and whatever kitchen
yes.
supply utensils you may need, you can get it. And I remember you from that. And now that you're saying now that you had a restaurant, what it is that made you decide to put up the business and go into the USA?
Well, there was a lot of different factors. As I said, for 10 years I was there, uh, struggling actually, with this business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
trying to do, you know, trying to be a positive person in a community that uh, is lack
Mm-hmm.
positiveness. And I can tell you, and I can honestly tell you, that maybe two, three persons who was showing that positiveness. And when you know, when you, it's like you're building a house, and it's only one column, the house is gonna fall down. So what happened is, you know, whatever I do, I'll do Mother's Day, I'll do Christmas, I'll do back to school, I'll do Emancipation Day, and all these things is positive things that I pushed out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
positive. I have the young people on the stage. We're doing things positively, and when everyone else around you is doing dance hall and nakedness and you know all of that, then what I realized, the crowd tends to follow the negative, because where the negative is, that's where the hype is.
Mm-hmm. More people
So
gone
because
over this
of
way.
that, more people gone over there. So because the grass green over there, it look green over there. So they
Mm-hmm.
gone over there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So my business tend to kind of fall down, and when it kind of fall down, I try to catch it up back, because I don't know why I have that love and that spirit for Bunkersville and the people of Bunkersville,
Mm-hmm.
and I can tell you, my restaurant in Bunkersville was one of the first in Bunkersville, the first place someone could come sit, have have a decent meal, have a decent
Mm-hmm.
restroom, have whatever it is decent. It is the first place that was in Bunkersville that yeah. So yeah, so you know, and then the COVID came, and after the COVID came, you know, the government let us lock down for a while, and then an offer was made to me here, and I said, you know what, you know, might as well I take it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. So you have left Jamaica, but you still
yes,
have passion to serve. You still have that passion to help people, and you still have your passion to write. So you have chosen.
I
I want for you,
I
Charlotte,
have.
that journey, this journey, because the journey don't end, you know. The book is
Oh
about
no,
part of
oh no.
the journey continues. So far, Charlotte, what can you tell me and the persons who are listening, a high point in your life that you say, boy, I was feeling good in myself at this point? Is there anything you can share with us that you would say, it was a high point in my life, a point that I really enjoyed? And we're going to talk about the low point too.
Okay, the high points is, well, it's more than one high points, you know, sister. The
Yeah,
high
man, share
point
with us.
is having my children. It's my children, you know, that was
Mm-hmm.
a high point. My business, my restaurant business, because it was a restaurant and entertainment spot, and it gave me all the joy. It gave me so much joy, and you know, I was super excited when I'm doing that. And now comes my book, so yeah,
Another high point.
another high point. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. the low points now, I'm sure there were many of those, but the one that
Oh,
was
yes.
so low, the one that was so low that you never feel like you could have recovered from it.
Oh my God, there's many of that. There's many,
Oh my
many of
God.
that. I can't even distinguish one. It it,
Mm-hmm.
it, 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 it was a lot, and it still is. It still is. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it still is. But I can't honestly. I can't even pinpoint and say this one because it is too. It was too much. A
I
lot.
understand.
A lot. A
When
lot.
you go back and you look at those low points though, you see, and you say,
Hmm.
what it is that kept you? Why you never
The
go
grace
into
of God.
something else? Because a lot of
The
people, when
grace
they
of
reach the
God.
low
That's
points, they go to drugs, they go to all kind of things. Because when the low point reach them and when they reach rock bottom, them say, boy, there is no further for me to go, and they can't cope. How did you cope, Charlotte? What did you hold on to? Yes, the grace of
the
God,
grace
but
and the mercies
what
of
is
God
the thing?
and my children and my children. The
Okay.
grace and the mercies of God and my children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I had to be there for my children, because I knew how I grew up and I knew that I have to, no matter what is going on, I have to stay strong for my children. And so
Mm-hmm.
I hold on to that. I hold on to that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what
You say you
really
were a
kept me.
giveaway child. I didn't know that. When you say giveaway, what you mean? Your parents give you to somebody and then that person give you to a next person. What really was it?
Well, no, it was my parents giving me to different persons. So I would go to this person, and then I would go back home because I love my family. I love my home. I love my family, my siblings. I have 14 of us, 14 children, and I'm the
Wow.
eighth of the 14. Two passed. Um, so so each time I go, I wanted to go back home, and this has been going on since I was 5 years old. So
When you say
so
each time
I always
you go,
wanted to go back home. Excuse me.
each time when you say each time you go, you mean like you were given each time you were given to a family?
Each time I was given to a family, I cried and I want to go home. I want to go to my mother. Then I'll go back home, and then she would ship me someplace else, and then she would ship me someplace else, and then she would ship me someplace else. So yeah, so that was my life. Yeah,
Wow, wow, wow,
and and
wow,
and,
wow.
and these places were, each come with their different abuse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Were they
Hmm.
near to your physical home so you could have just run back home?
Well, the last giveaway, I was 16 years old, and that was closer to home. So when I was there for a while, I said, I want to go home, and I would pack my things and walk back home. At that time,
Or you could have, it was
at the
walking
age of
distance.
at the age of at the age of 5, it was close to, but I couldn't say I want to go home. But I did went back home. So yeah, so at 5, it was close to home. And at 16, it wasn't that, it was like 3 miles further up the road. But I was 16, so I could have made my decision that I want to go home, and I went back home. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that must have been a terrible thing though for a child to be moving from
It,
one house to the next.
it, it
It's like
was, it was,
you're a puss kitten, you just wanna who has a poem
yeah,
about
yes,
yeah, you just take him up and just give him
yeah,
to you want one kitten
yes,
and you just give her
that's
the
right.
kitten. It must have been terrible though. It
It,
must
it
have been
was terrible.
difficult.
And not to mention the fact that when I go back home, it's a problem because for sure I don't know why I wasn't needed there. So yeah, that was a problem too when I go back home.
Wow. What of your
Yeah.
they were being way too?
You just repeat?
Your other siblings. Your other siblings, they were like giveaway puss kitten too?
They were not, but not so like me, like to one sister to one family, to family members, but not like me. I'm the one that go, all the time. But yeah.
And so, because you never want that kind of life for your children, I can understand now when you say it's your children that
Yes.
kept you.
Yes. I had to hold on for them. I had to hold on for them. I had to do the right thing for them. And not, get me wrong now. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I've never learned even from the mistakes until I'm grown, like way grown. That I stopped and I looked and I'm like, oh my God, this is, and so yeah. But God is a God of chances, and so He gives us chances to fix and correct.
What are some of the
Yeah.
lessons that you have learned on this journey that you may want to share?
I have okay, so I've learned to always be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Be kind to yourself and put yourself first. Yeah, put yourself first. And you're not too old to learn and to listen. And I've learned to be obedient, to be patient, to be humble.
When I was talking to you, I remember us talking about the fact that the victim sometimes is made to feel guilty about what has happened.
Yes.
Has been the case. Was that the case for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And how did it make you feel? And you're reflecting on it now. How all of that make you feel when you reflect on the fact that? Go ahead,
sister. But I think even getting older, I think it even the guilt affect me more as an older person. Because I'm like, and that's why the book is called I Was Chosen. And I would want people to read more and to really hear that part of it. But because of situations, because of situations in the family.
Okay.
When I get older, now that I'm older, and I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I was chosen for that. And that makes me feel guilty.
Wow.
Yeah, but people, you're gonna have to buy the book to see, to hear all of that.
Yeah, man. You're going to launch the book when?
Well, this coming Sunday.
And
it will be over. It's over Facebook. I have a group over there. That's where we'll be going. Facebook. Live with the group. Yeah, with the book.
So if persons may want to join you on Sunday for the launch, for the live launch.
Yeah.
Where would they go? You want to share something with us?
Yeah, they go to type my name, Charlotte Billings, in over there. It will pop right up. Send me I'll just join them to the group. Yeah.
So it's on your page that you will have the launch.
On my page, Charlotte Billings. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where do you plan to have this book so people can purchase the book?
Okay, well, it will be on Amazon, and I'll be sending some to Jamaica. Okay. So I'll put all the information over there on my page, and so they will know. But for the sure, some will be coming to Jamaica, and I'll tell where it will be. Yeah.
Okay. Charlotte, for the young lady who is listening now, I want you to issue that kind of encouragement to a young woman who is on her journey of hunger, her journey of abuse, her journey of physical and psychological trauma. Talk to that young lady right now.
Yeah, I just want to encourage, that it doesn't matter what storm is blowing, it doesn't matter. Just be strong. Keep focused. That's the main thing too. We have to be focused. And Sister Bev, the truth is, I've lost focus for a while. My 20s, my 30s, I've lost focus. So we have to keep focus. And as I said, be patient, ask, put whatever your desires, whatever your needs, put it out there, ask, pray. Prayer is good. Ask for what your need, ask for it. Put it out there. There's a book coming up. There's a testimony book coming up. And I can't tell you all the testimonies in that book. When you ask, it will be given. Be humble, be obedient, listen to other people, listen to the radio. Sometimes the answer is right there on the radio, or sometimes even the crazy man walking on the street have an answer for you. But you have to listen, you have to tune in and listen. You understand? You have to be connected. And this is a topic that I want to talk about too. Now they have the TikTok, and everybody's on TikTok. And I see people spending like numerous times, like long length of time on TikTok, just going over, watching all these videos and then when they share the negative stuff. And so young people, it's time to rise up. It's time to move ahead. Those things let you lose focus. You have to pay attention to what's going on, to the positive things that is going on around you, so you can adjust yourself to that. It doesn't matter where we're coming from, Sister Baby. No matter where you're coming from, because me I tell you, say me come down from way down in the bottom of the barrel. Me come from. You understand? And I still am climbing up. I still not out of the barrel. You understand? But we can come out there. But you have to push yourself out. You have to push yourself out. And you can't sit either and wait on somebody to pull you out. You have to start climb out. You have to start doing your little climb and your little climb and climb out. And when somebody see you climbing out, they will stretch a hand and they will pull you up, because they will say, me always see that girl I try climb. Me I go help her though. And somebody will help you to climb, to come out. You understand? And
yes.
So you have to keep pushing yourself. You have to, and wherever it is, you have to go get it. You can't sit in the same place. You have to move and go get it, because even if somebody comes to you with it and they come at the gate, they're not going to come all the way into the house, in your bedroom. They have to come out to get it. You understand? So you have to get up, keep focused, be ambitious, find young people need to get up, go back to school. There's this young lady that I'm friends with from Jamaica, and I saw her the other day, and she's doing some promotion. They're having some programs, and she sent me the link, and I sent out some link, and nobody is responding to the links. No young people is responding to positive. What is going on? No young people is responding to positive things. And I wonder what is going on. So young people.
Hold a while, Charlotte. We're going to take a little break. I understand what you're saying, because sometimes the videos you see sometimes on Facebook or wherever on social media, the views that these videos get, and when you compare it to a video that has a positive message. So I understand. We're going to play a music and come right back. Maybe you want to drink some water or relax yourself a little. We're going to come right back after this piece of music. It's Cultural Mix. We are at studio in Fit 96.7. You're live. Where you wanna go? Take you out to dinner. 3 months, 4 months, long. Start 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, boom. Sound on your heart, skip a beat. Boom conversation, shot him down. Go ahead. Knocking at quarter past 2. Tell me how. Knocking at quarter past 2. Tell me how. Knocking at quarter past 2. Remember anything when sweet mama said it like a sour. Promises I comfort to I could no make them power. Take away your heart and your mind be talking. The overpower your roses are red and violets are blue.
Sugar is sweet like you. There's nothing in the world that for you them wanna do, but I bet you didn't know you would have been down matter. Knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. Tell me knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. I hope a picture not me.
Next moonshine, you hear me? A song the back, a song the top. Play it again. We tune in, a Picture FM 96.7. We tune in. Play that tune there again, man. We love it.
Dear love said it's sweet like a sugar. You promise you the world so your heart is a quiver. Anywhere you wanna go, take you out to dinner. 3 months, 4 months, love starts it. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, boom. Sound of your heart skip a beat. Boom, conversation short and gone. Zoom know your whole body grow, and no knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. Tell me knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. Remember anything when sweet mama say it a go sour ya. Promises are comfort to a fool no make them power ya. Take away your heart and your mind and will devour you. With the sweet talking, they overpower your roses are red and violets are blue. Sugar is sweet but not sweet like you. There's nothing in the world that for you them wanna do, but I bet you didn't know you would have been down battle. Knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. Tell me knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15. I hope a picture that me just see a swipe. You say you can't read, but you always a time. You always a catch up on your phone late at night. Always online, but you always a Skype. Me have the whole lot of you not miss. This a girl not miss. Why watch you hit this before you wreck this. Don't forget this. That's on your fire hit this. Knocking at 2:15. Baby, knocking at 2:15.
Knocking at 2:15. That's Diana right there. Diana Wright of 16 bars. Right? Knocking at we love that one, Diana. Really, really, really love that one. We're gonna be talking to Diana too, because she have to come talk to us one of these days about 16 bars and the things in which she are going with that 16 bars. No, it is Cultural Mix, and I am your host, Bev Moonchild. We are in the studio of 96.7, your life, your music. We're talking to Charlotte. Some people know her as Nadine. Some people know her as Nads from Bunkers Hill in Trelawney. And she's talking about her journey that she believes she's chosen for. So we are back, Charlotte.
Yes, ma'am.
And I remember you saying earlier that we must learn to be obedient. And, you know, my friend Gracia, she responding now, and she said, sometimes we have to be disobedient. You know, but I understand when you say obedient, though, obedient to what and to who? Because that would have been some of the lessons that you have learned to be obedient. You consider yourself that because of your disobedience, some of the things happen to you on your.
Yes, ma'am. Because a lot of times we are put in a lot of So as I said, I was chosen, right? So. A lot of times you're put in a place, in a situation, or let me use this example. For example, so one of the home that I went, right? If I was obedient and I had stayed in that home, you know, a lot of the struggles that I went through could have been eliminated. You understand? It could have been, I would have, right, if I was obedient, but because, you know, I for sure, of course, I was a child. I didn't know anything about obedience at that time. So I wanted to go home. But if I had, you know, just, my daughter says to me nowadays, she says to me, Mommy, relax, Mommy. You know, so if I sometimes, you know, would just relax and just say, okay, let me stay, because them put me here, so let me stay, and see what I go on, then we would see that at some point it would be, we would have really relaxed, and at some point, it would have all worked out. But because we are disobedient, and we're not staying here because I don't want to stay here, and so now you have to end up taking the long road,
But don't you think, Charlotte, that as a child, for you to have been put through that trauma as a child, don't you think you were well within your right not to be obedient? Because what you wanted was your home. What you wanted was comfort from your family.
Yes, that is right. That is right. As a child, because as I said, I didn't even know what the word obedience was, and I didn't even know that, okay, this could have been for my own good. You understand? Or was for my own good. Because I didn't understand all of that. But I'm talking now to the people. And remember now, Miss Sister Bev, that in those days we didn't have telephone, we didn't have a television to see all this, everything that is going on. We didn't have any motivational speakers. We didn't have anyone to, we didn't have anywhere to hear anything, So I'm talking to modern days people now. I'm not talking about when I was a child, and I'm talking to people now who have access to everything, access to a computer, access to everything. And I'm saying, be obedient, go to school. That's what I'm talking about. Be obedient, go to school. Be obedient, get an education. Be obedient. Listen, you get a job. There's young people who get a job, and they go on the job and they act like they are the boss. So those are the things I'm talking about. Be obedient wherever you are, whatever situation. Of course, the situation then where you can't go be obedient, of course. But I'm talking about, where you're placed in life. Evaluate where you at, and see, just as my daughter would tell me, Mommy, relax. Relax for a minute. Relax for a minute. And that's what I'm saying.
I want to read something for you, Michelle Scarlett. And Michelle herself is a writer, right? And she has written about her journey as well. And listen to what Michelle is saying. I hear you. It's hard to see the dangers as a child. My adopted son is making the same mistake right now. So he will have to learn the hard way too. Because sometimes you want to point to your children the right way, but them not listen to you because them think them know more than you. So sometimes it is that they will learn the hard way. But I'm looking at you now, or others like you would have gone through that journey at 5 years old. I want you to talk to adults who take children through some very tough journey on life. And for example, a 5-year-old, you couldn't learn no lesson. You wouldn't know what is good for you that time. All you wanted was your family. All you wanted was to be around your family. And they choose, for reasons known to them, to give you away here, to give you away there, to give you away everywhere. Not even explaining to you to say, listen, more you go over this or go stay because it might be better for you. It might be whatever for you. Talk to the adults who sometimes make it hard for children to understand the journey.
Yes, that is so wrong. When I was in the hospital, when I had my daughter in the hospital, so I found, as soon as you go to the hospital to deliver a baby, the first thing they ask you, what kind of family planning method you want to do. And I said, well, I want to do the Tama tubes. So the day when the doctor came, and after the baby was born and the doctor came in, for sure I was, how the maternity ward when all the ever mothers is in the same room. So for sure they heard me that I wanted to do it. And this lady, she's on the other bed, and she had already growing 6 children with 5 fathers. And she said to me, my girl, you want to tie your tubes? How are you going to tie your tubes? You sure this man is your husband? I said, so let me ask you something. You born 6 children, 5 different fathers. So you're going to wait for this 6th father to marry you. Then suppose him not marry you, you're going to go on to child number 7 and father number 7? And this got me so upset because I'm saying, now you have 6 children born into the world. You can't afford to take care of them. And yet you keep having children. And even this, I had said to my mother, I said, I mean, you have 10 of us. You have 1, you have 2, you have 3. And life is hard. Man, you keep going 4, 5, and 6. So why are we having all these children and we cannot afford to take care of the child? That is so, so wrong. So, I wouldn't advise people, parents, to give their child at all. Try whatever. Try to do the best you can for your child, because it's only a parent love that is good enough for a child, honestly. It's only a parent's love. Somebody else can love your child, yes, but it's not the same as your love, especially the mother. It's not the same. You understand? And when you give your child to someone, yes, they love them, but you don't know the other things that come along with it. You understand? And it pained my heart. It really, really pained my heart. And it bothers me for a long time. I think when I started really to get some closure from this was when I started writing the book, and I started rereading it. That's when it really kind of, I made peace with everything that I've went through. Yeah, but
it's difficult.
Parents, it's not.
I hear the pain coming from you now, even now, Charlotte, as you say to adults out there and parents out there. Try and see how you can keep it together with your child, but don't consider giving away your child, because it can really damage that child for a long time, and for a long time too.
Yes,
as you would have said.
Yes, it really
just
can.
Know that you are trying to make peace with yourself and to make peace with your past. But there's another school of thought that will say, if the parents can't afford to give the child the life they want, why not give up that child to someone who can give the child the kind of life that the parent would have wanted for the child? So it's I don't know, it's catch-22 maybe. Me no know. Because some persons will say parents
it is.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Hello, sorry. What is happening? Hello?
Yes, man, I'm hearing you. We are coming down now to the end of the program. So I'm saying, go ahead and just tell me what it is that you were saying just now.
I was saying, but as a parent, you're thinking about what's best for the child. Okay, go to Sister Bev. Sister Bev can afford financially to take care of you, but can Sister Bev take care of you emotionally? And that's what, as a child, that's what children need: emotional support, love, and then it's built up in your head. Oh, my mother didn't love me, my father didn't love me. That's why and especially when there's more children in the home.
And you are the one of them choose to give away.
To give away at all times. So, and then you grow up with that resentment, you grow up with that anger, because where was my mother when this was happening? Where was my father? And you grow up with that anger and that resentment, and then it makes you make bad decisions in life.
In life, yes, it has a ripple effect. Charlotte, I can just imagine the stories in the book. I'm going to encourage people to join you as you launch your book on your Facebook page, and to follow you and to see where the book is available, because lessons can be learned from these books. I want to read something from Michelle. One of the hardest emotions for a child to deal with rejection. You always want to go back to find out why you were rejected. It's like you cannot rest until you know. And at times, that is what we find out breaks our hearts even more. Michelle has a lot to say, because she is experiencing some of what you are talking about now, having an adopted child and having that kind of that emotional roller coaster with her, the adopted mother, and the child, So she is she is understanding what you are talking about, and some of the things to talk about a child who felt rejected, being given away by your parents several times, and to know that there were other children there, and it's you them choose to give away. That resentment, as you say, followed you through your adulthood, and you make bad choices because you want to feel love, you want to feel a comfort. You might go on into a relationship trying to look for love, trying to look for comfort, and it's not there. Then you get rejected all over again. So I can understand.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you keep looking, and you keep looking, and you keep looking for that father figure, and you keep looking, you know, you keep looking for that love.
But I'm happy you said it is in your writing now that you're trying to come to peace with yourself and to try to come to peace with your past also, and possibly to come to peace with your parents, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to make peace with yourself first of all, and to be free and not feel any guilt, you know, because people want you to feel guilty about what it is that you never had no control over. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you so much for sharing with us. You know, I told you by the time we start out, the hour go finish. You believe?
I know, it is so fast, so fast.
Yes. We're going to talk.
Thank you, Mister. Thank you for having me.
After the book is launched and the book is available, we could always talk again to say where the book is available and so on. But I really want to thank you this evening for coming to us and to talk here on Cultural Mix. This is what we want. We want stories to inspire other people, to inspire other young women who would listen to Charlotte Billings and say, if Charlotte can go through it, I can go through it too. If Charlotte can make it happen, I can make it happen. If Charlotte can survive, I can survive. Coming out of Bunkers Hill, if you could have survived, any other young woman in Bunkers Hill can also survive. And that is the kind of story we want to bring about here on Cultural Mix. Thanks to the people who have joined us. Those who have listened, we kind of had a little internet challenge, but that's how it go, you know, the vagaries of the internet system. Thank you so much, Charlotte. I'm going to join you also on Sunday for your launch and to follow and to see what is happening with the book. Thanks, Michelle, Scarlett. Thanks, Jeline. Thanks, my friend Chuku, who joined earlier. And thank all the people who joined on fitfmja.com. We look forward to another inspiring program next week. And take care. Have a good rest of the weekend. Well, the weekend has started. Strong end, Julia say. Enjoy the strong end. And we look forward to another inspiring program next week on Cultural Mix. Take care. Bev Moonchild saying, we're out.
Peace out. Thank you, Sister Beth.